I'm back! It's been a while, but I'm back. And I'm better than ever. That's right, guys, I'm back to making content for this channel, but not weekly. Not gonna go back to that. Over the past month, a lot has changed in my personal life, and I've decided I can't do weekly videos anymore. At least in the way I was doing them before. Instead of just making weekly random content for whatever I feel like making in a week, I realized that my channel needs a theme. I know there's a lot of YouTube channels out there that cover a variety of topics, but I kind of wanted to hone in on something very special to me. Something that I could relate to my audience. Something that I really like and that I could make a lot of videos about. So instead of just a wide variety of content like I've had on this channel, I'm making a big change. And I bet you've already guessed. I'm doing Garfield videos now. I know it sounds stupid. I know it sounds like the dumbest thing ever. Like going from the content I'm known for to Garfield. Like, what? Believe me, there is a perfectly rational explanation for it. I was walking in the woods one day, and I was just kind of thinking about it, and I just tapped my desk a little bit. I was thinking about it, and I kind of realized that Garfield's always been there for me. I know it sounds stupid, I know it sounds idiotic, but it's true. Me and my brother used to go to the library all the time. We'd get Garfield books, we'd read Garfield books, we'd get the comic strip in the mail, or in the newspaper. We had a newspaper. It was every Sunday and Thursday, and we get the newspaper, and the Garfield comic would be in there, and we'd be really happy to see it. I loved Garfield and Friends. I even loved the Garfield show, which is highly underrated, I might say. I sort of tolerated the other animated movies with Frank Welker, although honestly, they just weren't as good as the Garfield show, let's be real. Garfield is just something I'm really passionate about, and something that I think that I can offer to YouTube that maybe not a lot of other people could. Just the variety of content I could do about Garfield would be enough to kind of give my channel that zing I've been needing. This channel is going to be moving forward as an exclusive Garfield content channel, and if you're not cool with that, you can go ahead and leave. I won't even be upset. I understand if you want to go ahead and unsubscribe. I totally get it. I mean, switching my content from my usual to Garfield content, it's just crazy. It's kind of stupid, but I think that is a great direction for me to take this channel. So if anybody's still left, welcome aboard the Garfield train. All aboard to John Arbuckle's house, where we're gonna do lots of stuff. In fact, let me just go ahead and tell you what's in the pipeline. I'm working on a few crazy videos right now. I've got a Garfield movie video essay I'm working on. I'm obviously gonna be playing Garfield Kart Furious Racing, which is one of the greatest games ever made. And every Saturday on this channel for the foreseeable future, we're going to be doing a Garfield comic strip recap. I know it sounds kind of odd, but believe me, it'll be epic. I hope you guys will stick around, check out the Garfield content, like and subscribe if you love Garfield, and I'll see you guys soon. All right. How was that? Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new Garfield video. This is going to be a very laid back video compared to my other videos. We're just going to be looking at last week's Garfield comics. We're going to be doing this every week on the channel as long as I make Garfield content, which will be a very long time. Hey, Phoebe, don't be doing that. I heard that. Did you hear that? She tried clawing the door. Phoebe did that. My cat. Alright guys, first comic we're going to be looking at is on February 13th, which was the day before Valentine's Day, which was a Sunday. So let's go ahead and look at this comic. Of course, we've got the classic title card here. Garfield looks like he ate a bunch of chocolate. He looks like he ate it all. Is chocolate good for cats? Hold up, wait a minute. I just had a thought. Is chocolate bad for cats? Alright guys, we're starting today off with a little bit of a fact check here. According to Google, chocolate can be lethal for cats. Although most cats won't eat it on their own, they can be coaxed to eat it by owners and others who think they are giving the cat a treat. The toxic agent in chocolate is theobromine. Bromin, whatever. Eating chocolate can cause abnormal heart rhythm, tremors, seizures, and death. So, PSA, don't listen to Jim Davis. Do not give your cat chocolate. It's bad for them. Just listen to me. I know what I'm talking about because I looked it up on Google, and everything on Google is correct. In all seriousness, please don't give your cats chocolate. It is actually bad for them. It's not just Google, it's just true. Okay. Anyway, so first off, we've got Arlene, and I've never understood this about the Garfield comics. When the two cats are talking to each other, they still communicate through their thought bubbles, which doesn't make a lot of sense to me, because they are able to communicate. Arlene and Garfield are able to communicate with each other clearly through this comic. Like we can see here in this comic, they're clearly able to talk to each other. So I don't exactly understand how that works, because it's their thoughts, you know, it's kind of the whole Garfield's thing. But anyway, it's just, Garfield isn't as good as when I was a kid. So let's just continue. So in the first panel, Arlene says, "Sigh, what a wonderful evening, Garfield."
Arlene, I have something to say.
Again, cats can't talk. Garfield has never been able to talk, except in the, of course, live, or not live action, in the, the ones with Frank Welker, of course. Garfield Gets Real. He can talk in those all he wants, right? Which those aren't technically canon to the Garfield lore, so we let those slide, but anyway.
I just want you to know how much you mean to me. I'll never lie to you, and I'll always be here for you. Here's a token of my affection.
And then he gives her a flower, which I think that's really good of Garfield to do. And then Arlene says, "How sweet." And I just changed up Arlene's voice, oops. "And chocolates?"
What about chocolates?
Again, guys, okay. So, cats can't eat chocolate. Just letting you know. "Did you bring chocolates?"
You didn't hear?
And then this is kind of the subversion here, is that we see that Garfield was clearly eating the chocolates. And then he says,
"The chocolate crop was wiped out by sugar weevils. Oh, the horror."
And Arlene looks really, really ticked off at Garfield. She's not happy that he clearly ate the chocolate and he's just lying to her. Something I kind of struggle with this comic is in the third panel, we clearly see Garfield's hand. It looks like his hand is completely clean, like he hasn't just been eating a bunch of chocolate. We can see his grubby fingers on, of course, the 7th panel. So I don't quite understand this. It doesn't make a lot of sense. But we'll just chalk this up to Garfield comics not being as good as they used to be. Jim Davis is kind of running out of ideas. We all know this at this point. It's pretty obvious when you look at just the history of Garfield, the rich history of the comic series, and how it's kind of fallen off a little bit. He's kind of just, run out of ideas. All right, next comic is on Valentine's Day, February 14th, 2022. We see Liz in the first panel. She has gotten a text on her phone. It pings. And then we see her looking at the phone, and there's a bunch of hearts, like a lot of hearts. Then in the third panel, we see John say, "Think that was enough?" And then we see Garfield say,
"You've gotta love love."
Garfield, oh my goodness, this funny cat, he's so funny. I love Garfield. That's a good comic right there. I'd give that a 20 out of 10. Best Garfield comic I've ever read. Jim Davis is back, y'all. Oh my goodness, this one's so good, guys. This is a great comic, guys. All right, so Garfield, first panel, Garfield says,
"I've reached my donut limit for the day."
And then in the second one, he looks at the donut, and get this, in the third one, he says,
"I will now eat the first donut of tomorrow."
That is literally one of the funniest things I've ever read, guys. Oh my goodness, Jim Davis is back, guys. Next comic, February 16th, 2022. All right, so in the first one, we've got this big dog. We've seen this big dog quite a bit in the Garfield comics. I remember seeing him a lot in a lot of comics. It's a big dog on a chain. Garfield walks up to him, and the dog says, he's purple, by the way. I don't know why he's purple. It doesn't make any sense to me. Like, orange cat I can get behind, but purple dog, not about that. The dog says, "I'm barking with my mind." And then we see that he kind of opens his mouth. He's trying to bark with his mind, but it's not working. He's just I guess is what we're supposed to interpret from this. And then Garfield looks at him and then starts walking away in the third panel and says,
"I'm leaving with my feet."
I'm just really disappointed in Jim Davis, man. I think that you're great. You're very talented. I've loved the Garfield comics since I was a kid. I have a Garfield book behind me just to prove that. But this comic, it's just very obvious, you gotta really switch things up a little bit. Do a little subversion here. I saw this coming from a mile away, man. Come on. I still believe in you, Jim Davis. You've got this. Man, Garfield was better when I was a kid. All right, so February 17th, 2022. Garfield is laying down. Garfield says,
Should I exercise?
And then the next panel, we see basically his body is telling him, nope, no, not a chance, no way, no can do. And then in the last panel, Garfield says,
always listen to your body.
Okay, the thing is, I think Jim Davis has completely run out of ideas at this point. The Garfield comic strip it's so hard to, like, accept this. It's just, I really want to, it's just hard. You know, it's hard. It's like seeing your favorite thing in the world just kind of fall off, you know? But I still have faith in Jim Davis and Garfield because I know Garfield is amazing. So I know the comic can be great again. We just have to hope that Jim Davis kind of finds some new material, some new directions to take Garfield in. We still have one more comic, though. I am recording this on Friday, so I don't have Saturday's strip. We'll catch up next week on the Saturday strip. We'll look at that then. But all right, we're going to be looking at February 18th's comic strip, which is, again, Friday, which is today I'm recording it, but it'll upload tomorrow. We see in the first panel, Garfield's in his bed, and he's got his phone, which we know Garfield has had a phone for a long time. We've known this about Garfield. It's just kind of integral to his character at this point. And Garfield says,
just setting a workout reminder.
And then we see Garfield, he's really contemplating. You know, he's really thinking about this. And he says,
4.
And then in the final panel, we see him tap his phone and say, never.
Oh, that's funny. That's really fun. That's actually a really funny one.
Oh, man. Okay, that was a good one to end off on. I'm really glad that was the ending for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed this week's Garfield comic recap. Be sure to subscribe down below, hit the like button, and comment what was your favorite this week? Which comic of these was your favorite this week? Just let me know. Really want to hear your opinion on this. And as always, guys, see you next time here on the Garfield channel. I was going to get up and leave, but I'm actually going to go read some more Garfield comics. In today's video, we're going to be looking at a bit of Garfield history. There was an age of Garfield content that many of us in the Garfield fandom consider to be the golden age. One of the greatest moments in Garfield history was when the Garfield website was launched and maintained for several years, creating some great Garfield content for all of us fans to enjoy. You could read the comic daily, you could make your own Garfield comic, you could play awesome Garfield games, you could probably print out coloring pages. Those are cool. Of course, my favorite part of this website was the games. There were so many incredible Garfield games on the website. Unfortunately, if you go to the Garfield website right now, there's nothing there. It just redirects you to Nickelodeon's website, which is terrible. Don't go there. Even though the Garfield website is no longer with us and will forever be missed, there's still a way to play some of these amazing Garfield games even today. So today, we're gonna be playing one of the best gaming duologies you've never heard of. What's the name of the game again? I forgot. Garfield's Scary Scavenger Hunt. We're going to be playing both of them today, hopefully completing both of them. Hope you guys enjoy, and let's go ahead and get into it, gamers. Woo! Alright guys, here we go, playing the scariest game ever made. Well, not really. That was a little joke. It's not technically that scary, but it is scary enough to warrant being a scary game and being called Scary Scavenger Hunt. So, I'm gonna move my mouse out of the way. Garfield goes here. Scary Scavenger Hunt. You have to find 7 packages of goodies hidden in the haunted house. Search the rooms for things that will help you find the goodies. Click on the items to pick them up. Don't get too scared. Use the arrow keys on your keyboard or the arrows on the screen to move from room to room. Alright, let's go, Garfield. Garfield, you're funny. Garfield is so funny, guys. He's very relatable to a lot of people. We're gonna start, let's head, okay, I don't remember. It's been years since I played this. I was like a kid when I played this. Let's talk to John. Listen very carefully to the music in the music room. Okay, I think we're gonna go right, actually. Is there a way to, oh, front door's locked. Good. Thank you, Garfield. What's in here? Oh! Okay, that's easy. All right. Is there anything else back here? There's a shovel. It's a very creepy game, very atmospheric, you know. We're gonna go, let's go out back first, because I think I do remember, I think we have to dig up a grave or something in the back. What's this? Oh, see, there's a scare-o-meter, and so we don't want to get scared. 1978. Oh, that's when Garfield was made, I think. Garfield's gonna dig in the hole. Oh! Found the sour cream donuts. Woo! Go Garfield. All right, we gotta remember 61978. 61978, guys. We gotta remember that. Don't let me forget. All right, don't let me forget. Oh, what? Did you see that? That was funny. I glitched the game. All right, now we're in the haunted house. Let's go in here. There's cheese. Ah! Oh, I got jump scared. All right. What else? Red door is locked, so we gotta find a key for the red door. I found the green key. That was very easy, actually. So, okay. Oh, there's an eyeball. I shouldn't have done that. I thought there might be something there. Is there something here? There's the red key. All right, we can take the red key back. Pick this cupboard. No, this cupboard. How about this one? Woo, flashlight. Those are probably jump scares. I'm not gonna click on those. Talk to a muffin lover. Who is the muffin lover? Let's go upstairs now. Or no, before we go upstairs, let's go to the right. Let's see what's over here. Green door. Wait, we can go in there, can't we? Yeah. Oh, it's one of these games. I can do this. I did it! Woo! All right, we solved that one. Let's head upstairs now. We still need the blue key and the muffin. What's in here? Oh no! I don't know which of these to open. Not that one. Not that. There it is. Okay. So how do I get the blue key? Okay. Where the code? Remember the code? 61978, I think it was. Oh wait, hang on. Let's go to the red door. We haven't been here yet, have we? Okay, what's in here? There's a... Oh! Okay, so it's right there. So I already forgot it. Woo, muffins! Woo! We got the green key from there. So how do I get the blue key? I don't think the key's gonna be in there. What? Wait. Did you hear that? Oh! Here we go. What do we got? Beefs up, beefs up, beefs up, beefs up, beefs up. Party now, age later, insults, put downs, and slams. Wait. Oh, did it glitch? Wait. Okay. Hang on. Okay. So I think it glitched. It's a little bit glitched. So we gotta figure out that there's some color pattern. Uh-oh, I'm stuck. Garfield. Garfield, no! Why am I stuck? I think we're bugged out of the game. I don't know what to do here. Unfortunately, we weren't able to finish the first game, but we are looking at Garfield's Scary Scavenger Hunt 2. So hopefully this one's less buggy. I think because they are older games, that means they're just a little bit more buggy. So we'll try to make this work. Where am I?
Where am I?
I should do the voice. Oh no, I'm back in the haunted house. Garfield is trapped in the haunted house once again, and you must help him find the way out. Collect 7 packages of donuts hidden in the house. Click on them to pick them up. Look everywhere, but watch out for really scary things. If you get too scared, you lose. Okay, so it's dark right now. The furnace is out. It needs to be lit. Okay, so we need to find some matches, I guess. There's some matches. There's a box. All right, let's go light this up real quick. Okay, I don't want to open this. I shouldn't have done that. Wait a minute, I know what to do. Is it this? That's what I thought. I remembered that from when I was a kid. I remember thinking that was the coolest thing that I found that. I was like, ooh, I'm so smart. Anything else in here? Oh, okay, that was stupid. That was it cheated. Give him the... Is there anything else back here? Okay. No, I guess that's it. Bro, why are you here? What? How? What? Excuse me? Wait, what? I'm never gonna remember that. I know. I'm gonna write this down. Literally, you gotta write things down when you play these kinds of games. So we're gonna draw, let's see, what is that, 3 lines? Yeah, we'll do 3 lines. All right, I wrote it on a little sticky note so that I could remember the notes, because I know that's gonna be important later in the game. Just wanted to make sure I got that down. I don't know how I glitched like that. Is this, what's his name, Wade, is it? You must find the bobbleheads to get out. Did you find the pattern for the spiders yet? This place sure is creepy. Some of the paintings around here are scary. Study this picture very closely? Okay. All right. I'm doing that. I'm studying it. Yeah, it's a lot of... Oh, it got me so good. Okay. I assume I don't want to open that. That's a dead head. I don't want to... Get me out of here. Donut! Okay, I can't open that. I know there's gonna be a severed head in that one, probably. Okay, so I gotta also, I remembered I gotta find those, the little chocolate donuts. Huh? There's something behind here, but the door appears to be stuck. Okay, how do I get it unstuck? Honestly, the sequel is truly better than the first game. It's basically the same game, but just remixed, but I think that this assortment of puzzles is way better. Oh, they're everywhere. Wow, I just totally missed like a bunch. Okay, so where does this go? Is it just random? Does it just randomly decide where to throw me? That's why... I don't like that. I don't like that. Okay. Oh, no. Oh, I'm actually getting really scared. Like, my scarometer is looking really bad right now, gamers. Oh, no. The glass broke. Oh, I gotta fix it. Ooh-wee. Gotta throw this together. Oh, man, how do I put it back together? Oh, puzzles are so difficult. Ah, okay. Easy. All right, easy puzzle, easy game. There's a donut. What's in... I don't think I've been upstairs yet, have I? Donut. Dead Liz. Dead Liz. Ah! Liz is dead. No. So I don't want to open that. Ah, slightly smelly newspaper. Oh, no. Run, Garfield. There's a man. There's a creepy thing. Ah, okay. Oh, here's this. All right. Here. All right, I'm literally using my sticky note. Literally using my sticky note for this. We got to do... Let's see. Starts with this one. I think this one is next. I did it! Did my webcam just shut off? I'm pretty sure my webcam just shut off. I gotta go fix that. Hold up. I got the cinnamon donuts. Woo. Once I think I heard my webcam turn off. Did it? Oh yeah, it did turn off. Why did it turn off? Oh, did I run out of storage? That would be a problem. Sorry about that. My camera ran out of storage, so I gotta take care of that. But in the meantime, we're gonna go and finish this game up. I just pulled up my old webcam. All right, let's head upstairs now. Let's head up into the attic. That's a scary man. That can't be all that there is, though, right? The bats have stolen all the muffins. What? Oh, we gotta catch all the muffins. All right. Woo! I got all of them. Woo! Oh, I see the TV remote. There it is. All right, let's go take care of that. I need to find a bobby pin, apparently. That's in my list of things I need to find. Let's go. Oh, that wasn't nice. There it is. Oh. Cool. Okay, so where's this bobby pin? Like, what am I missing? Do you have it, Liz? Oh. Oh, she does have it. I didn't even see it there. I was just like, wait a minute. There's a woman, and she has hair. Bobby pin. What's in here? Oh. Huh? Oh, I thought that would be a jump scare again. Oh, I hate these. Hi, Mr. Skeleton. All right, it's here. here, right here, here. That one. I gotta do more, okay. I think it's that one. You're bad. You're bad at this skill. Sans from Undertale. You're bad at this Sans from Undertale. Alright. Best 5 out of 7. No. No, buddy. Give me my donuts. Alright. Watch out for sneaky mice. Thank you, pig. What? I heard a noise in the master bedroom upstairs. Well, okay. Well, I guess I'll go all that way then. Here. What? It's a secret. Oh no, the mouse stole it. Shoot the mice. Shoot. Shoot. Oh. Okay, so I need to shoot when it's the muffins. Oh, okay. Oh. Duh. One more, Garfield. Let's go, Garfield. Woo! All right, good. Oh! Wait. Oh, I didn't. It was up there. I didn't see there was another donut. Okay, so I guess Wait. What? You guys seeing this? Wait. He's back. He's gone. What? I didn't even see this. Oh, now he's facing this way? Oh, that's creepy. That is creepy. That's actually pretty creepy. Good game. Honestly, this one's really good. I think Garfield's Scary Scavenger Hunt 2 game is even better. The maze. Find your way out and you're free. All right. Maze time. Let's see. All right. I definitely got to go left here. I would do the, like... No, I don't want to go this way, but... This is the way! What? Excuse... Is it the same thing as the last time? What? Was it 6 in 1978? I think that's what it was. 6? Am I just stuck? Am I stuck at... Oh. Hey, Furball, I know the secret code, but you have to hit me again. Secret code is 2, 6, 5, 8, 6. Okay, let me write this down, because I'm not going to remember this. The treasure! Go through the gate to get your reward. Woo! You found all the donuts and escaped the haunted house. Click the treasure chest for your reward. It's the deluxe Garfield Scary Scavenger Hunt 2 screensaver. Wow, this is awesome. Ah, it wouldn't let me. It wouldn't let me download it. Hope you guys enjoyed this Garfield video. Please be sure to smash that like button if you enjoyed, and subscribe to the channel today for more awesome Garfield videos. Now, if you excuse me, I'm gonna go get some donuts, because, you know, that game right there made me really hungry for donuts. See you guys later. Hey guys, and welcome back to week 2 of our epic Garfield strip recap. Before we get started, guys, I just want to apologize for last week. I think I was a little bit too harsh on the Garfield comics. I don't know. I was having a rough day, and I was kind of looking at these comics and maybe expecting a little bit too much out of them. They're just amazing. It's an amazing series, you know, and I always get frustrated when maybe a comic kind of goes a little bit lower quality than I was expecting, but I'm going to try to be a little bit more fair this week with this comic. I'm really sorry about that. Again, I feel really bad that I was a little bit too mean when it came to the Garfield comic. Anyway, let's just jump into this week. We'll start with last week, actually, February 19th. We'll be looking at last Saturday's strip. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, first panel, we've got John. He's pointing to himself with his thumb here. He's doing this, a little bit of that, really good. John says, I read a book about getting rid of clutter. And then he says, I'll start in the living room. And then Garfield says, I got the fridge. And he looks like he just ate a bunch of food. All right, we're getting off to a great start. This is a great strip, obviously. This is one of the best Garfield comics I've ever seen. It's very funny, very original joke here. I love this a lot. This is a great start. I'm so glad we started with something good. All right, let's continue to this week's Sunday strip. All right, first one has some nice Garfield art. I like the artwork here. It's pretty good artwork. My one complaint about the artwork is that he didn't totally color in Garfield all the way. It looks a little bit off to me, but that's just my opinion. I could be wrong. Anyway, so first panel we see here, Garfield's, all right, this is what I like about Garfield comics is like kind of the slow burn type comics, you know, the ones where it kind of builds up to a really, really good joke. Really good joke. So first one we've got here is Garfield, he's walking. Right, he's walking in the first panel, and then the second panel we see he's walking some more. In the third panel, now this is where we start to see what's happening here. In the third panel, we see Garfield walking, and he's getting really close to the swimming pool. There's a swimming pool apparently. So next up, we see that Garfield is walking on the swimming pool. I don't know if you guys are aware, but there's only one person I've ever heard of that could walk on water. And it wasn't Garfield. So I don't really exactly know what Garfield's doing here, so I guess we gotta keep reading to find out. Anyway, we see Garfield, he continues to walk on the swimming pool. Maybe it's filled with cement or something, I don't know. Anyway, and then we see Garfield, he's walking again, away from the swimming pool in the next panel. And then we finally see here, okay, we got John, and he's holding a towel, and he looks like he wants to go swimming. And then Garfield says, "Not quite warm enough yet." Oh, the water! It's frozen water! Oh, that's so good. Oh, Garfield. Oh, Garfield. Oh, this comic never ceases to amaze me. Alright, that's a very funny comic. I'm glad that it was as long as it was. Let's look at Monday's strip. We got John... Now, this is what I always love, is Garfield drinking coffee. It just cracks me up when Garfield drinks coffee. Should cats drink coffee? Wait a minute. Wait, I need to look this up. Hang on. Oh, no. Coffee beans, grounds, and brewed coffee contain caffeine, a very dangerous and toxic chemical to cats and dogs. Ingestion can be life-threatening. According to the Pet Poison Helpline, a moderate amount of coffee can easily cause death in small dogs or cats. Okay, so, Jim Davis, I don't know what's going through his mind anymore. Cats should not drink coffee, okay? This is just science, you know? Like, it's kind of disappointing for me, personally, seeing one of my biggest heroes in life, Jim Davis, showing cats in dangerous situations. Last week it was chocolate, this week it was coffee. A little bit problematic if you ask me. John says, Wi-Fi is down, coffee maker broke, the store sold out of donuts, and it's hailing outside. Should cats eat donuts? Wait a minute, hang on. No, kittens should not eat donuts because they are totally immature and under development. This makes them more vulnerable to health issues. Cats can eat donuts, however, they should avoid them because of high sugar, fat, carbohydrates, and other preservatives. All right, so it's okay then that the store was sold out of donuts because Garfield's not supposed to eat donuts. Okay, Jim Davis. All right, do your research before you're gonna tell someone out there that their cat can eat donuts. You know. Anyway, and then Garfield says, "Wow, today is even Mondayer than usual." Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one right there. That's a good one. I like that. That's a good comic right there. All right. This was, I believe, Tuesday. Oh, yes, this was Tuesday. So Tuesday, it was February 22nd, 2022. It was a lot of twos, and it was really funny. It was really funny. Anyway, I thought that was really cool. It was like Tuesday on a Tuesday, and it was Tuesday. You know, it was pretty good. Anyway, so the Tuesday strip starts out with there's a mouse next to Garfield, and the mouse says in his mind, which again I feel like it doesn't make a lot of sense that they can communicate. Like they have like what's it called? That thing where it's like telepathy. They can like telepathically communicate in these comics. Doesn't make a lot of sense in the real world, but whatever. The mouse telepathically communicates this to Garfield. He communicates through his thought bubble, what do cats do when they retire? And then the mouse says, or telepathically communicates, they can't sleep all day. And then the mouse in the final panel telepathically communicates, that was their job. And then Garfield looks angry, so he telepathically communicates back, hit the road, Mr. Comedian. That's a funny one. That's really funny. That's a really funny strip. I love the Garfields. I love Garfield strips. They're so funny. Very funny comic. All right, let's look up the next one. This was Wednesday. This is a oh man. I've been waiting for one of these. I haven't seen one of these for a while. This is one of the classic fence bits where Garfield gets up there on the fence and he does his stand-up routine on the fence. Man, classic comics. Here we go. I'm so excited for this. All right. So Garfield says, "Good evening, cats and kittens. I'm not saying Odie's stupid, but he puts stamps on his emails. Thank you." And then everybody starts clapping because that's a funny joke. Oh. I tell you, this week, he's killing it. Besides the fact that he shows Garfield doing stuff that might kill him, he's killing it. Really, really funny. Really good stuff. Really good stuff this week. A lot of good comics this week, guys. All right, so this was Thursday. Garfield, he's licking himself, which I can confirm cats do a lot. I have 2 cats, and they like to lick themselves, you know? So I can confirm this is something that cats genuinely do. Just a little bit of a fact check. You know, typically, these Garfield comics are not that true to real cat life, you know what I'm saying? But this one is, and I'm very thankful because it's good. It's good that it is. Anyway, so Garfield's licking himself, and then he says, in his mind, in a thought bubble, he's not really speaking out loud, as we know. He says,
"I enjoy grooming myself, especially after a dumpster dive."
Because when he's in the dumpster, then he's getting, like, food on him or something. Okay, Garfield. Garfield... This week, I don't know what it is, guys, but these comics are so funny. Oh, these are funny. Alright guys, here we are on the last comic of the day. Unfortunately, this is today's current comic. I record these on Friday, upload them on Saturday, so that's why there's a little bit of a discrepancy there. But I hope you don't mind. I'm just going to go ahead and read this one off here. So in the first panel, we see that John and his girlfriend Liz and Garfield are all here. They're all here. So we see John say, "That cracker tasted weird." And then Liz says, "Was it shaped like a little bone?" So John probably ate a dog biscuit. That's my guess, anyway. And then John says, "Yes." And then Liz says, "John, that was a dog biscuit." Oh, see, I was right. I always get this right. I'm really good. I'm really smart at figuring these out. And then in the final panel, Liz is kind of patting John on the head, and she says, "And if you're a good boy, you could have another one." Oh, so she's talking to him like as if he's a dog. And then Garfield has a thought bubble that says,
"I write her material."
Okay, we were doing so good, and then it's the last comic. It's like the last one is the one I have issues with. So here's my thing. Okay, so we know John's kind of dumb, right? This has always been his character. He's kind of stupid, right? But he's not that dumb. He wouldn't eat a dog biscuit. He would know. Like, he would have had to. What was it? Just sitting out? Was it just sitting on the counter? And he's just like, "Oh, this looks like a cracker. I'm gonna." No, he probably went to If we're following the logic of this, probably he would have had to get a box of dog biscuits, pull one out, but it would clearly be labeled on the box that it's a dog biscuit. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no way he wouldn't have seen that it was a dog biscuit box. So I don't see why John would really be thinking, "Oh, this is this, or what is wrong with this? I don't even know about." I just don't buy the strip. I'm not buying it, guys. I can't buy that this one is true. That this is really part of the comic. So if we could just delete this one from the canon and just move on, that would be great. But yeah, this week had some pretty good strips in it. I'm not gonna lie, there were some pretty great strips this week. And I hope you guys enjoyed this little recap. Join me next week when we're gonna recap next week's, and it'll be really exciting. Hope you guys join me for that, and I'll see you next time. What is character? Merriam-Webster's dictionary defines character as the complex of mental and ethical traits marking and often individualizing a person, group, or nation. Garfield the orange cat is not a group or nation, but he is a person in a way. But what is a person? One definition of person is a human being. Now, that doesn't quite match Garfield, does it? However, if we look at the second definition of person, I think you'll start to understand what I mean. A person who likes or enjoys something specified. Think about Garfield. Does Garfield like something specified? Well, he enjoys sleeping. He likes lasagna. He enjoys kicking Odie off the table. Garfield is a person. Now that we know that Garfield is a person, what does this mean? Well, we know that when someone is a person who likes or enjoys something specified, sometimes they'll make a movie about said person. Famous people often get movies made about them that show audiences what they like or enjoy. And that is absolutely true for our favorite orange feline, Garfield.
This summer, the world's laziest cat makes his big screen debut in Garfield.
I'm a walking dog.
It takes much more than lasagna to get this fat cat moving.
I think we arrived at a time when technology really has allowed Garfield to do a film.
When Garfield's first theatrical film was released to the public back in 2004, audiences were not prepared for the intricate masterpiece that laid before them. Critics dismissed the film, proclaiming it had nothing of substance to offer. However, there are some that understand the true genius of Garfield the movie. Today, we're going to be examining the perfection of Garfield the movie and how the film excellently explores character. But first, a word from our sponsor. Hi, I'm Marty McJenkins, owner of the best supply house this side of the river. Are you sick of the fact that you gotta go all the way to a store to get yourself a lasagna and you just want to get some lasagna right now? Are you sick of waiting in line in the grocery store with your lasagna in hand? Maybe it's frozen, maybe it's not frozen, and you're sitting there and there's someone in front of you with 20,000 billion items in their cart and you're like, just hurry it up, man, I gotta eat my lasagna. That's where my brand new service comes in. McJenkins Lasagna Delivery Plus. The plus is there because our service is a plus. Just buy and download the app right now and you'll be super close to buying yourself a lasagna and having it delivered straight to your door. Just listen to some of our glowing testimonials.
Man, this app is the best. I spent money to get the product and it arrived before my funeral. What a deal! I'd love to give them even more of my money soon. A+.
Yeah, I ordered some on the app and it was delivered within a certain amount of time. I ate it and it was delicious. Buy the app now.
I wish that I had 10 more credit cards I could max out buying this product on the app. That would be cool. Please. You have to buy this app right now.
I don't know how to explain it, but I know he's moving. I see him move. I hear him speak to me. You don't understand. He told me. He told me he wanted to be free.
Normally, our lasagnas are worth $10 each, but if you download the app right now and use promo code OUTHOT you'll be able to get 2 lasagnas for only $20, plus shipping and handling and the delivery fee, and you better tip your driver. What are you waiting for? Just buy and download the app right now. Only on the online stores where you can buy apps on. Hi, I'm Marty McJenkins and I approve this commercial. Eat lasagna, yum yum. As always, thanks to Barty McHankins and his amazing lasagna delivery app for sponsoring today's video. Lasagna is great. The movie begins by establishing some very strong characterization for our central protagonist. We see Garfield asleep in bed, something that not only cats are known to do quite frequently, but also that we see Garfield doing very often in the comics. After he's awoken by an alarm clock, he proclaims his signature line.
I hate Mondays.
As a true Garfield fan, I was thrilled at the inclusion of this line. It shows that the writers really dug deep into Garfield's character and were able to swiftly and thoroughly establish a core aspect of his character, not even a minute into the film. Truly incredible. Next, Garfield wakes up his owner, John Arbuckle, and we see Garfield engaging in the third and final core of his characterization, eating food. So, what aspects of character have we established about Garfield so far? He likes to sleep. He hates Mondays. He loves food. This is incredibly good setup for Garfield's character, but we have to remember that he's not the only character. We have another central protagonist to establish. John Arbuckle is Garfield's owner. We establish some important aspects of his character in the opening scene of the film as well. First, we see that John has pictures of Garfield all over the place, showing how much he loves Garfield. In my opinion, this establishes that John sees Garfield as more of his own child than a cat. Next, we see him sleeping, which reveals that he likes to sleep. After he's awoken by our favorite lasagna-loving cat, we see that John is taking a shower, which tells the audience that John likes to keep himself clean, which proves a popular theory that John doesn't like to be dirty. Finally, we see John preparing breakfast for both himself and Garfield. Garfield unfortunately switches their food, which causes John to throw up in the sink. Within only a few minutes, we've established some very important information on John Arbuckle's core character traits. He loves his cat, he likes to sleep, he likes to be clean and not dirty, he likes to eat food, and he doesn't like to eat cat food. It's incredible that the film writers were able to tell the audience all of this important information on John and Garfield's characters within the first 5 minutes of the movie. As we'll see throughout the rest of this film, these established character traits will remain consistent for the duration of our characters' journeys. Now, there's one thing everyone in the theater, including myself, were confused at by the beginning of this film. Where's Odie? I thought. Because we all know that in order for a Garfield theatrical film to work, we need Garfield's greatest foil, Odie. Well, before we get to Odie, we're introduced to the central antagonist of our film, Happy Chapman. On the outside, he's a happy man who just wants to sell a product, but on the inside, he's an evil capitalist who just wants to sell a product, and he's bad to animals. I think it's important to establish that a good antagonist in any story must have layers, and we see the layers that Happy Chapman has. We see how he goes from being a happy spokesperson to an evil villain who, being overcome with jealous rage, wants to become as famous as his younger brother, Walter J. Chapman. His motivation is very deep, and shows how the screenwriters really focused on making a compelling antagonist for our favorite lasagna-loving cat. So Garfield gets a stomachache from eating way too much lasagna, and John decides to take him to the vet to help him feel better. Well, actually that's not true. John takes Garfield to the vet because he wants to spend time with Liz, the girl next door type that John desperately wants to be with. Now remember earlier when I listed out characteristics that describe John? This move doesn't line up with what we know about his character thus far, but in a way, we as an audience should have seen this coming. Despite John loving Garfield and hating cat food, we understand that there must be something more to life that John wants. This is where John's sixth characteristic comes in. Wanting a woman. This is something that a lot of people can relate to, because women are cool. But what does this say about John's character as a whole? What does this desire for a woman speak to the deep intricacies of his character? Socrates once said, "Love is the consciousness of a need for a good not yet acquired or possessed." Perhaps before this film began, John was already conscious of his need for a good that he had not yet acquired or possessed. But perhaps, because of several factors, he determined in his heart that he was not worthy of love, that no one could love him. I mean, look at this guy. Would you date him? Would you be seen out in public with him? Obviously not. So John internalized the fact that he would never find love, and determined instead to visit the veterinarian clinic as often as he could, to see the woman he desired most. Liz gives a dog to John. The dog's name is, yes, You guessed it.
His name's Odie.
And this is where we reach the biggest problem plaguing this film. 13 minutes into the film, we're treated with one of the biggest reveals in cinematic history. The moment that John adopted Odie. And guess what? Odie isn't yellow. He looks nothing like he did in the comics. Not only does this destroy Odie's characterization before we even have the chance to meet him and understand his character, it also ensures that the audience is going to completely lose interest in the rest of the film. Odie has been character assassinated. This movie is terrible. Oh yeah, I already skipped over an important moment in the film where we're introduced to Nermal. Now, this is what Nermal looks like. He's a small gray kitten and everyone thinks he's cute, right? Now, here's the scene in the film where we're introduced to Nermal.
Yeah, look, the milk truck.
Oh, atta boy, Nermal. The milk truck comes every day.
Yeah, but maybe not today.
I know, you're confused, but that is supposed to be Nermal. What even is this? Who is that? Why does he sound like a weird man? This movie is terrible. And that is why Garfield the movie thoroughly develops every character in this flawless masterpiece. Hope you guys join me next time for another great Garfield video. Thanks for watching. Hey guys, welcome back to week 3 of our weekly Garfield recap. We're going to be looking at last week's comics and even today's because I'm actually recording this on Saturday, so that's pretty cool. One thing I just want to warn you, I'm a little bit tired. I haven't been sleeping great the last few nights. I might be a little bit boring, but I still feel like we need to recap the Garfield comic. We still need to talk about it. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this. And it probably won't be as in-depth as my normal Garfield recaps. So, sorry about that. Anyway. Let's just start going through. We're going to start with February 26th, which was actually last Saturday. Alright, so we see Garfield. He's watching TV, and the TV says, "When training your cat, never punish them for bad behavior." And is that because they won't understand being punished? Why, no. It's because they will seek revenge. And then Garfield says, "We don't get mad, we get even." That's pretty true, I guess. That's pretty true. Cats do that, I guess. Alright, now we're gonna look at the Sunday comic. Garfield, he's standing at the counter. Or in the first one, I like the art in this one. This is pretty good art. It could be better art, I guess, but that art's pretty good. In the first panel, we see Garfield, and he's just kind of sitting there, you know, completely by himself. And then we see that John walks up and says, "I have a complaint," and guess what it is? And then Garfield says, "That's a toughie. Could it have anything to do with my sleeping habits? Shedding, clawing the drapes, hogging the remote, the hairball in your slipper?" And then John screams at Garfield, "You ate all the ice cream." And then Garfield looks surprised, and then he says, "Boy, you really take the fun out of guessing." That's pretty good. That's a pretty good comic this week. This week's been pretty funny so far, I think. Wait, hang on. Should cats eat ice cream? Okay, most cats are lactose intolerant. This means that consuming lactose, which milk and most kinds of ice cream contain, can lead to upset stomach, diarrhea, and vomiting in cats. Furthermore, with its typical sugar, fat, and dairy content, ice cream can contribute to obesity in cats. So again, Jim Davis has really messed things up here. If you have a cat, do not give your cat ice cream. It's ridiculous that we still have to fact check every week now. This is a weekly thing. Jim Davis doesn't know how to run his own comic. It's ridiculous. Alright, this one, we see that John and Garfield are drinking coffee, which we know cats are not supposed to drink coffee. So that's kind of a problem. I think these comics are just showcasing the fact that Jim Davis doesn't know what cats should and should not be eating. Anyway, so we see that John and Garfield are drinking their coffee. John says, "I bet I can make you smile." And then Garfield says, "Nothing about a Monday can make me smile." Because Garfield hates Mondays. Then John says, "Tomorrow is Taco Tuesday." And then Garfield smiles and he says, "Curse you, John Arbuckle." So I guess the joke is that Garfield was really looking forward to having some tacos. Should cats eat tacos? No, tacos are made of cornmeal, fat, salt, and sometimes hot spices too. There is nothing in those that is good for a cat to eat. Cats are meat eaters, and being carnivorous, they need meat. I can't talk. Cats should not eat tacos. This is getting so old. I do this every week. It's almost like Jim Davis doesn't even watch my videos. Ridiculous. We see Garfield's depressed. This was on March 1st, first day of March. I believe that was Tuesday, actually. Garfield says, "My life has lost meaning," because he's sad. Then we hear ding. And then we see, presumably, John scream from the next door, or from the next room, "Pizza rolls are ready." And then Garfield says, "There it is." Are you serious? Do we have to look this up again? I'm sick of Googling stuff. This is ridiculous. Eating a bit of cooked pizza crust is most likely harmless for your cat, but you should never allow your cat to eat raw dough. The short answer is, well, sort of, but mostly no. While pizza might be okay in some cases for your cat to snack on, it's not a food they should eat, blah, blah, blah. It sounds like it's questionable, so your cat should not eat pizza rolls. That's 3 things in a row. We've done this 3 times. This is ridiculous. I'm losing it. I'm really losing it. All right, this comic is March 2nd, which was Wednesday, I believe. Odie is typing on the computer, and Garfield walks up and says, "You're keeping a diary?" And then Odie says bark, which evidently means that Odie can hear Garfield's thoughts, which I don't understand the logistics of that. That's just a little far-fetched, if you get what I'm saying. So then Garfield says, "Let's see what you have so far." And then it turns out that he was just typing sniff over and over. Thursday, March 3rd, John has a cookie jar. "Garfield, all the cookies are gone." Garfield looks dumbfounded. Garfield looks in the cookie jar. And then Garfield says, "Maybe they're on vacation." I'm doing it. This is the 4th time I've Googled this. I've Googled 4 things now. Cookies are generally safe for your cat to eat if given in small quantities. However, they occasionally include unusual substances that improve the flavor and taste of cookies in humans but are harmful to cats. For example, raisin, chocolate, grapes, caffeine, that word, and other substances are harmful to cats. So it's not necessarily bad for them, but it's not good for them at all. All right, this was yesterday's strip. It was March 4th. Arlene, Garfield's girlfriend, says, "I love to read." Cats cannot read. Then Arlene says to Garfield, "How about you?" And then Garfield says, "Oh, sure. Fortune cookies count, right?" Cats shouldn't eat fortune cookies, even though eating one doesn't mean too much trouble. Cats have a hard time digesting grains and sugars. So generally safe if you give a small quantity, but still you should not be giving your cats fortune cookie. This is ridiculous. This is I'm gonna lose my mind. This is ridiculous. This week has been very offensive to cats. Alright, TV is talking in this one. Garfield's watching TV. The TV says, "Let's see, we have new stew, camel compote, and gazelle gumbo. Lion carrion," is what Garfield says. I guess the joke is like the lions are eating. You know, guys, this has been a really bad week for Garfield. I'm really disappointed in the direction this week has been. I'm almost appalled. It's just hard for me to see this happen to my favorite lasagna-loving cat. In fact, he shouldn't even be lasagna-loving, as we've just discussed. So, overall, this week was not really a success, in my opinion. I feel like last week was a lot funnier. This week just had a lot of errors, and it showed Garfield in a really negative light, in my opinion. So, I hope you take this video with a grain of salt. I'm not saying Garfield's ruined, but I am saying we need to keep an eye on this, because it looks like Jim Davis is starting to lose it a little bit. He's kind of defaulting to just, Garfield eats food, haha. And we need a lot more. If the comic is going to sustain itself for the future, which let's hope it does, we need more than just Garfield eat food, haha. And that's why I'm saying this. Jim Davis, please fix your comic. Please get better. We're begging you. I know you're a genius. You created the greatest thing on the planet. And I'm just pleading with you to return Garfield back to its former glory. Thank you guys for watching, and I'm gonna head out. So, yeah. Have a good day, guys. Look. Can I just stop this, please? This is stupid. Alright, this is worthless. What is this getting you? What do you want? Like, you tell me to do all this. Nobody's watching me. Nobody's seeing this. Okay? You think this is gonna do anything? Just feels like you're not happy with whatever I make at this point. And I just don't know. What do you want? Look, I'll keep making your stupid videos. Alright, but the moment you threaten my life, or my wife, or anyone close to me, you do that again, you're right. You're in control. You're winning. Does it feel good? I'm not afraid of you. Hey guys, I want to start this week by saying that I am very sorry about what's been happening on the channel the last few videos. I feel like I've been getting a little bit too negative about Garfield. It's just, you know, there's no room for hate for our favorite lasagna-loving cat on this channel. And I think I took some things too far. And I would like to apologize. Please forgive me for what I've been saying on the channel, just all the negative stuff I've been saying. Just please, can we just move on from it? There's no purpose in getting hateful toward anything related to our favorite lasagna-loving cat, and so I'd just like to sincerely apologize if I came across as hateful or mean to Garfield in any way. I'm gonna try to be more positive in the future as we continue our Garfield content. And I would like to take this moment to apologize to someone that I've hurt by saying negative things about Garfield. I'm very sorry. Please forgive me. And we're just gonna move past this now. I wanted to start today's video just by saying that. And we will move past this. I know we will. And we will continue to make Garfield content, guys. I'm not going anywhere. The Garfield content is just getting started on our channel. And I hope you guys enjoy the ride. Right. Hey guys, welcome back to another great Garfield video. No. Hey guys, welcome back to another great Garfield video. This week we're going to be taking a look at one of the best kart racers ever made. No, not talking about that garbage Mario Kart 8 for the Switch. I'm talking about Garfield Kart Furious Racing. I know you think I'm joking, but this game is literally way better than Mario Kart, and I'm serious right now. I'm not joking about that. I'm really excited, guys, to be playing Garfield Kart Furious Racing, and if you're interested in this game and you like what you see, please get yourself a copy of Garfield Kart Furious Racing on Nintendo Switch or any other platform. Let's just go ahead and get started. Let's just jump into it. Let's just go. Let's just go. We're gonna play Garfield Kart. Let's go. All right, guys, I'm super excited to be playing Garfield Kart Furious Racing for Nintendo Switch. Let's just start today by, we're gonna play some Grand Prix today. I feel like what we're gonna do is we're gonna at least do the Lasagna Cup. Maybe we'll try to get around to the Pizza Cup as well, but I don't think we're gonna get to the Hamburger Cup or the Ice Cream Cup this week. But we'll come back to this. We'll definitely play this again for the channel. Obviously, gotta play as our favorite lasagna-loving cat. We are doing 150cc here, guys. I am only a pro Garfield gamer here. And let's see, I don't have any hats, unfortunately. I've only been playing for a little bit, but I love this game so much. I'm very addicted to it. I was playing it a lot recently, but then I kind of took a break from it, so we'll see if I can still really pull off the gameplay here that it takes to really be great at Garfield Kart Furious Racing. I think it's right Z. There it is. Oh, there we go. All right. Now, okay, that's how you jump. Okay, so that's how you drift. Now, what I like about this game is that it makes it really easy to play. The controls are smooth. The gameplay is incredible. It's just a lot of fun. It's just a really good game to play. The controls are really tight, which is another thing I really appreciate about this game. Is you got Mario Kart with your bad gameplay, and you've got this game with your good gameplay. You know what I'm saying? Woo! All right. I'm actually doing really good this round. I know I'm in third. I'd rather not be. I'd rather be in first. But you know, sometimes you gotta take what you can get in Garfield Kart. It's a very difficult game, so sometimes you really gotta just roll with the punches. You really just gotta go for it. You really just gotta race really good. And then why did I do that? Ah! Just gotta get past Liz. We're gonna take the shortcut, which is not really a shortcut, actually. It's actually a longer, and now we're all asleep. All right, that's not good. All right. But hey, we looks like we are gonna come in third place. We managed to pass Liz, which is really cool. Unfortunately, John and my personal favorite Garfield character, Harry, besides Garfield himself, obviously, Harry and John are, of course, ahead of us, so that's unfortunate. All right, now this Egypt level reminds me a lot of the Egypt level in Toon Car: The Great Race, which is another really bad kart racing game. Compared to Garfield Kart, though, every kart racing game is terrible, so I guess I can't really insult it too much. Because after you've played a game like this, can you really go back? You know what I'm saying? Like, I just clipped through the level. That's just a glitch, you know? Every game has its glitches. Every game has its glitches, guys. So we just gotta stay positive and remember that Garfield is a lot of fun to play. I'm having a lot of fun playing Garfield Kart here. This is a very fun game, honestly. I don't know why people complain about this game sometimes. I've heard people, like, try to insult this game or say it's bad. But why would you even say that? You know what I'm saying? It's a very fun, exhilarating kart racer. It's way better than any other kart racer I've ever played. So how can you do better than any kart racer that I've ever played? All right, this is not going as I intended it to go, but we did okay. We got 4th place. We can still come back. Arlene, John, and Squeak were ahead of us, unfortunately, but I've still got plenty of time to come back. As long as I can demolish John in the next couple races, we could easily come back and win this. 3, 2, oh shoot, I forgot to hold. Am I still gonna get I still got the boost, thankfully. Hit John there, which is good to get him out of the way. Well, hey, at least I'm starting in 2nd place. That's not a bad place to start. And typically, if you get at least 2nd place within the first couple laps of this game, then you're going to be very successful. Look at that launch. Did you see that, guys? Did you guys see that? Look at that. Wow. And I just got... I went so fast there, I hit my own explosive. That was crazy. So now, unfortunately, Harry and Squeak are ahead of us now, which is unfortunate. Unfortunately. But we should be able to come back, and there we go. See, already ahead of them. They're kind of, like, I don't think Harry is the worst character in Garfield. I think he's one of the better ones, one of the more recognizable characters. Personally, not one of my favorites. Not one of my favorite characters, but I love him a lot. He's definitely got to be one of my favorite characters in Garfield. Besides Garfield, of course, because nobody can beat Garfield. You know what I'm saying? Arlene is really ahead, though. Like, what's going on with Arlene here? She is way too ahead right now, guys. Oh, that wasn't supposed to happen. What just happened? Arlene's way ahead. How did she get so far ahead? This is ridiculous. She's clearly cheating a little bit. We're gonna have to take this ramp here, try to get a shortcut. It didn't work, unfortunately. That was very unfortunate. But we did hit John again, and he's the one I'm really worried about. All right, so we're catching up now. We've got Harry up ahead. He's the only one ahead of us besides Arlene. So we really have to work really hard here, guys. There we go. It's a good launch. Good launch. Good launch. All right. All right. All right. I think I don't think we're going to catch up to Arlene necessarily. She's really ahead right now. But we could actually get 2nd place here if I can just stop Harry, which is one of the worst Garfield characters, but I love him a lot. I think he's a great character. Come on. Did I hit him? I think I hit him. All right. Can we get 2nd place? Can we get... No! No! Harry, no! Why would you do that? Alright, well that was unfortunate. Harry unfortunately got ahead of us, guys. And I don't think there's much hope for us to beat this this Grand Prix. But we're gonna try. We gotta try to at least get 1st place in this last race. Now, the city level is one of my favorite levels in the game, personally. Have I mentioned how great the voice acting is in this game? I love the voice acting in this game. It's really true to the original Garfield show, and that's something that us true Garfield fans can really adore. Take that, Harry. What? What was that? Again, if you just kind of ignore a lot of the bugs in this game, I think we can all admit it's a lot of fun. Arlene's way ahead again. How does she get so far ahead? That's ridiculous. I don't like that that's happening. Honestly, it's one of the worst things I've ever seen in Garfield Kart, ever. It's unfortunate and it's frustrating, but thankfully we did get the perfume, so that means that we can zoom ahead for a little bit. That's really good. I don't want John to beat us here. I think John is end up going to win. Me not talk good, haha. Bye-bye, Harry. Alright, so we have one shot here to catch up with Arlene. I don't think it's happening. That was wrong of him. What is happening? There we go. All right. Well, all right. That was a whole thing. I don't know what happened there. All right. Now, unfortunately, I don't think we're going to be able to catch up, but we're going to sure try. And we didn't. All right. We got 4th place. Very unfortunate. Very frustrating. I'm really upset. Looks like Arlene won by a landslide, which is unfortunate. But, you know, we still got 4th place. It could be a lot worse. We're going to try the Pizza Cup next, which has some of the most heavily revered level design in history. Alright, we did get the boost this time, which is very good. I'm glad we got the boost. Looks like Squeak is ahead right now. I don't know why he got ahead. He should not be that far ahead of me. But we can hit him with a bomb here, which is actually really helpful for us, because now Liz is in front of us again. Liz, stop it. What? What was that for? Who hit me? I'm Garfield. You can't do that. All right, land my shot. Yes! Woo! Take that, Liz. Take that, Liz. What was that for? Who did that? That was rude. Liz is always taking the shortcut and she's getting ahead of me. I don't like how she keeps getting ahead of me. But we did knock over Squeak, which is fine. We just gotta focus on Liz. We gotta focus heavy fire on her because she's being really obnoxious. Now, I do see Arlene was behind us for a second, so we got to be really careful not to get stuck behind her. Oh, that was so close. That was so close. All right, so we're asleep now, which is not particularly helpful. And I just tripped on a pie that I literally saw right there. I like how the music speeds up when it's the final level. Never seen that in a kart racer before, so it's really cool to see that. We are now in 5th. I like how we had 1st at the beginning. I wish that would come back. I wish we could get 1st again. How did Liz already finish? There's no way she should have been able to finish that fast. Not to worry, guys. We're hopping into Spooky Manor, and I'm sure we can make a big comeback here in a big way. I'm really hyped for this. I think we can do really well here. A lot better than that last round, which was just pathetic. But we are going to try to get ahead of Liz here. It was just, I think she cheated a little bit. I think, you know, sometimes the computer characters cheat a little bit. I really do think that Garfield Kart is that case. It's that case with this game. Or the characters kind of cheat a lot, you know what I'm saying? And I just tripped on a banana. What? Not a banana. That's another bad game. This is pies you trip on. What? What? What was that? Glitches are not normally the best thing to see in a game, but with Garfield Kart, it is. Now we're in 7th. That's unfortunate, but we are going to make our epic comeback here, I feel like. I feel like we're really going to come back here and win strong. It's just really unfortunate how the game is broken and how it's just so broken. I like the music in this game. It's really incredibly done. Really powerful music, kind of accentuates the game, you know what I'm saying? It really makes you think about the game a little bit more. In 5th place, not very happy about that personally, but it's okay. It's okay. We're doing fine. We're doing okay. I think we can still make a comeback here. I'm now in 7th. So maybe no comeback will happen. All right, now we're on perfume mode, so I'm gonna try to hit, I'm not gonna hit anybody here, but I can dream. I can dream about hitting someone, I guess. Everything was simpler. Everything was simpler before all this started. You know, just in general, things were simpler then. And now all I can do is this, you know. That's it. Because if I don't just do this, then we finished the race. We got 4th place, unfortunately, but it's not that much of a problem. We are going to try. This is only the 2nd race. We still have time to come back. We're in 3rd place right now. We have plenty of time to make our epic comeback. And I have a feeling that we are going to make a great comeback here, guys. So don't worry about it. I know everybody's panicking in the comments, probably typing, why are you so bad at this game? But I promise that we're going to do very good on these last 2 races. We're going to try to get 1st place, at least 2nd place. Did not get the boost. It's fine. We'll make a comeback. It's fine. Bye-bye. No! Ah! We can come back. We can still make a big comeback here, I feel like. I feel like this is the time for a comeback, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is the time to make our big comeback. I think we're keeping up okay with everybody. There's so many other things I want to do right now, you know what I'm saying? Like, just a lot more I want to do, but I'm stuck, you know? And until this ends, until something happens about this, until... We're sleeping! That's so funny, you know? We got 3rd place. Not great, but again, still keeping up. I feel like we're still keeping up okay. I feel like anything could happen in this last race. I really feel like if we just apply ourselves going to, of course, the Valley of the Kings, one of the most popular Garfield locations, I really do feel like we're going to kind of get a little bit of a resurgence here, guys. And already something wrong happened. I did not get the speed boost, which is fine. Again, you don't really need it to win. It just really helps. Now, I know a lot of you are probably asking, is this one better than the first Garfield cart? And to that, I will give a resounding yes. They managed to improve almost everything about Garfield cart into this game. They managed to really work really hard on it and to... no, it's... blah, 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 blah. Alright, it's fine. That didn't really do much good, but it's fine. I feel like there's still a big chance for us to make a big comeback here, guys. This round is not going great for me, personally. I'm a little bit upset at John and Odie and Squeak right now. It's really just not at all what I wanted to happen. And you know, if this ever stops, I'm gonna do so much better. I feel like just if I were to ever stop this, if I could find a way to stop this, if I could find a way to make him leave, I feel like that would help. Alright guys, we're on the final lap here. We're right behind John right now, who is right behind Odie. I'm gonna blow up myself here. That, man, that was unfortunate. That was not at all what I wanted to happen. We were getting really close to John, but unfortunately, he managed to blow me up instead somehow. I don't know how that happened. And now we're in 5th. We were just in 3rd, and now we're in 5th. This game, it's kind of broken. I kind of don't like it a lot right now. In fact, I'm thinking this is one of the worst games I've played in quite a while. I'm really upset right now, because I can't keep up with the other racers, and I can't, I'm so frustrated. It's just not, the controls are not working right the way they should. It's bugged so much, and yet I have to stay positive about it. And yet I have to say something nice about it. Wow, look at that. Third place. Third place. You know, it's ridiculous. You know, I don't care. Alright? This, where'd it go? You see this piece of garbage? I don't care. I don't care. Look, Mario Kart is better. That's all I'm saying. Okay? I know I agreed. I know I agreed to stop this. To stop saying negative things. But this is not good. Alright? And I'm sick of this. I'm sick of... I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So I haven't gotten it since earlier. He's probably not happy after I threw the game at him. But... Oh no, where'd he go? Here? Are you down there? He's got a knife.
Honey, you can't be serious. It's just a doll and it can't move by itself. It can't grab a knife. You haven't been sleeping much lately. Maybe you should just take a break from making these videos. You have to admit you've been acting a little crazy lately.
I am not crazy.
Hey guys, and welcome back to another Garfield comic strip reading. Today we're going to be looking at this last week's Garfield comics. I hope you guys enjoy this week's comic strip recap. Looks like in our first comic, Garfield walks up to his food, and then he walks past his food and sees more food. And then we see that he's looking at more food, and then more, and then more. And then of course he looks at the final. So he's basically gonna eat a lot of food. This one's pretty funny. This one's pretty funny. So that's a good comic. Let's look at the next one. Alright, in this one Garfield says, "Some years spring arrives suddenly. Take this year for instance." And the joke is that the grass grew really fast. And I think that this comic is pretty funny because spring does sometimes arrive very quickly. So that's good. Alright, in this one, Garfield is turning on the television. And then we see that he says television on, and then he says brain off. So Garfield likes to I guess Garfield likes to watch TV. So that's pretty good. That's a pretty good comic, I guess. That's pretty funny. So in this one, we see that Garfield has out a sign that says cat to him. Then Odie has a sign that says dog next to him. And it looks like they made a sign for John, and it says dipwad, and then John says hey. So this is funny because we all know Garfield knows how to spell, so that's really not an issue with this comic here. Alright. Off screen we see someone say yeah, gross. And then we see a spider walk into frame and say, I hate it when I walk into a spider web. And then Garfield says, you and me both, brother. That's a pretty funny comic. I think that's a very funny comic, in fact. Alright, and now we're at Friday's comic, of course. John says, Liz says she's not mad at me. And then John looks at his phone closely and then says, she's mad at me, right? And then Garfield says, furious. So that's funny. That's a funny comic. Very good, very enjoyable comic. I decided this week I'd try something new. I'm going to be writing down my ranking for each of the comics. Just an idea I had to kind of do something a little bit different, so we're going to see how it goes. I'm going to write down my ranking for this week's comics. Just give me 1 second. Just writing down my rankings here for this week's comics. Alright. Finally finished my rankings of this week's comics. So I'm just gonna go ahead and show you guys this week's ranking for the Garfield comics. So I found this doll in the woods. He was just sitting there. I thought maybe someone left him there. I walked a little closer and I'm gonna sound crazy, but it spoke to me. At first I thought it was someone else, but no, it was the doll. And he said he was cold. Hope you like this. It's Purina. I don't know if that's your favorite brand. So, do you hang out in the woods in the dead of winter often? I mean, no judgment whatsoever. Just curious. I mean, if you need me to go get you something else, I can. Like if you'd prefer a different brand or lasagna. You want me to make you a lasagna? I might have a Stouffer's in the freezer. Let me go check. So all I had was Hot Pockets. Hope that's okay. So, know any good jokes?
Videos.
What?
Videos.
I mean, I make videos.
You make videos.
Yeah. I mean, I talk about Bee Movie and Bee Movie Game, and I play Fortnite.
You make Garfield videos.
No, I don't make Garfield videos. I make references to Garfield sometimes.
You make Garfield videos.
I just make videos about video games and sometimes Star Wars and sometimes Paw Patrol. But I don't like to make Paw Patrol videos anymore because the fan base has just become so toxic. And I don't want people to make fun of me for liking the sequel trilogy, so I don't talk about Star Wars that much.
Garfield videos.
I'm sure none of you are surprised by the fact that I adore absolutely everything about our favorite lasagna-loving cat, Garfield. What may shock some of you is that I have some very mixed feelings about Chris Pratt. On one hand, I think the guy is great at acting when he's given the perfect role, like Lego Guy, or Andy Dwyer, or Peter Quill. However, when he's cast in a role that doesn't really suit his personality, I don't think he does very great. The character of Garfield is, to put it lightly, a complex one. It takes a real special talent to really delve into Garfield's character and do a great job in the role. Only a great few actors have truly done justice to the Garfield character, like Lorenzo Music, Bill Murray, and Frank Welker. But when an actor who's about to play Garfield has a personality that is nothing like Garfield, well, that just spells trouble if you ask me. When I found out that Chris Pratt was playing Garfield, I was extremely upset. Chris Pratt is voicing Garfield in an upcoming animated film.
They ask you how you are, and you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
The news sent me into a depressed spiral of anguish and misery. Out of all the people in the world who could be voicing the greatest cat in history, why's it gotta be Andy Dwyer? I know Chris Pratt playing Garfield is terrible. You know Chris Pratt playing Garfield is terrible. But today, I'm going to be listing off 100 reasons why I think Chris Pratt playing Garfield is terrible. That's right, 100 reasons. I mean, there's plenty more than 100 reasons, but let's just start with 100. Number 1, Chris Pratt can't relate to Garfield. A lot of people can relate to Garfield for a plethora of reasons. Garfield is grumpy. He's always sleeping. He hates exercise. He's fat. He loves lasagna. He's orange. And guess who is none of those things? That's right, Chris Pratt. Look at this man. He's ripped. He couldn't possibly relate to Garfield's character. Number 2, Chris Pratt doesn't sound like Garfield at all. In order to perfectly represent a character in a movie or show, an actor needs to completely embody that character, both in personality and mannerisms. The sluggish slur of Lorenzo Music's performance in Garfield and Friends perfectly captured the magic of Garfield's personality. Bill Murray succeeded in demonstrating Garfield's core, crucial character traits, while simultaneously creating a more modern interpretation of our favorite lasagna-loving cat.
I hate Mondays.
Frank Welker voiced Garfield in The Garfield Show, as well as some incredible straight-to-DVD films, like Garfield Gets Real, Garfield's Fun Fest, and Garfield's Pet Force, while adding his own spin on the voice of America's favorite feline.
John, that might have had a good chance of winning if it weren't for the whole, disco is dead thing.
Now just listen to Chris Pratt.
Leslie, I typed your symptoms into the thing up here, and it says you could have network connectivity problems.
Did you hear that? That's right, he sounds nothing like Garfield. Number 3, Chris Pratt has no integrity. I'm sick of seeing Chris Pratt in every movie. The man is taking over the film industry. Ever since Christopher played Andy Dwyer in The Office spin-off Parks and Recreation, the man has appeared in so many movies and TV shows that just looking at the list of films he's been in makes my head spin around in circles. A man who has appeared in an episode of The Batman and Guardians of the Galaxy and the Lego Movie and Jurassic Park World clearly does not have the integrity of someone who should be playing Garfield the Funny Cat. Let's look at an actor with real integrity, namely Lorenzo Music. My boy Lorenzo only appeared in good things. Obviously the majority of his career in voice acting was spent voicing everyone's favorite orange feline, but he also appeared in great shows like The Real Ghostbusters and Rhoda. His final acting role was lending his perfect voice to an iconic role in the critically and commercially acclaimed short film Adventures in Odyssey, A Stranger Among Us. Among Us. Lorenzo Music was truly an incredible talent. Bill Murray is also an actor who both played Garfield and showed true integrity with his career. Billiam is most known for his role in the film that made him a household name, that being Bob Wiley in What About Bob, which was a cinematic masterpiece. He also appeared in Groundhog Day, Get Smart, Fantastic Mr. Fox, The Jungle Book, Isle of Dogs, and probably his greatest role, which was playing Bill Murray in Space Jam, alongside the greatest basketball player of all time, Bugs Bunny. Oh yeah, he was also in some indie film called Ghostbusters, I guess, but nobody's heard of that one. The other greatest voice actor who's ever voiced Garfield the Funny Cat is Frank Welker, who has appeared in over 800 roles. Now, that just speaks to his integrity. Curious George, Scooby-Doo, The Land Before Time 12, The Ant Bully, Bambi and the Great Prince of the Forest, King Kong, the official game of the movie, Kingdom Hearts 2, Higglytown Hero, Stitch the Movie, Kim Possible, Revenge of the Monkey Fist. And that is not even scratching the surface of everything he's been in. Now you may be asking, hey Plaidley, didn't you say that Chris Pratt appearing in a lot of movies and TV shows mean that he's not worthy to play Garfield the Funny Cat? And my answer to that question is, number 4, Chris Pratt is playing Mario. Chris Pratt shouldn't be allowed to play both Garfield and Mario. He needs to just pick one. Come on, Chrysanthemum Pratt, stop cheating.
You know, when this started out, I thought it was just maybe a couple videos, maybe just make a few and then you would leave me alone. It's pretty obvious now that that's never been the case.
Number 18. Garfield is orange and Chris Pratt is white. Look at Garfield and Chris Pratt side by side. Do you notice any differences between the two? That's right. Chris is a white man and Garfield is an orange cat. Talk about terrible casting, am I right? Number 19. I don't want Chris Pratt to play Garfield. Personally, I think it's a terrible idea for Chris Pratt to play Garfield the cat. The more I think about it, the worse I feel. I lie awake in bed every night, unable to sleep. I am restless over the fact that Chris Pratt is playing Garfield. It makes me sad. It makes me sick. My opinion is correct.
I can't come up with 100 reasons, okay? That's ridiculous. Nobody could.
Number 27. Somebody else should play Garfield. Either Frank Welker should continue his long streak of voicing our favorite lasagna-loving cat, or Bill Murray should make a comeback to voice him yet again. Either way, Chris Pratt should not be playing Garfield, ever. Number 28. Garfield is a timeless character. Chris Pratt is just a fad. Ever since the beautiful year of 1978, Garfield has touched the hearts and lives of billions of people around the world. Everyone loves Garfield for one reason or another. Even if you find someone who says they don't like Garfield the cat, don't believe them. They're lying to you. While Chris Pratt has many fans across the United States, he doesn't have the worldwide appeal that Garfield has. For the same reason, Chris Pratt should not be playing Mario.
No one is going to love and adore and respect Garfield because of these stupid videos I make, okay? I need you to understand that.
Number 35, cultural appropriation. Unless you know what it's like to be a cat, you should not play a cat. Lorenzo Music, Bill Murray, and Frank Welker all understood the struggles the cats go through. I don't think Chris Pratt has even seen a cat before. How could he possibly...
What am I talking about? You're just a doll. You can't hurt me.
Number 47, Chris Pratt does not have orange hair. This is important. Chris Pratt is bad. He needs to have orange hair in order to play Garfield. If Chris Pratt dyes his hair orange, then I will retract this point. Number 48. Chris Pratt probably loves Mondays. Here's the thing everybody knows about Garfield. He hates Mondays. He really, really hates Mondays. And guess who probably loves Mondays? That's right, Chris Pratt. I rest my case. Number 55. Chris Pratt has never eaten lasagna. Let me ask you something, and think very carefully before you answer. Have you ever even seen Chris Pratt eat a lasagna before? Yeah, me neither. Everyone knows that Garfield adores everything about lasagna, which is objectively the best food in the world. It's a core aspect of his character, and having an actor that's never even eaten a lasagna before would be a travesty, and
you know what? I think if you really wanted to kill me, you would have done that by now. No. You don't want to hurt me. You just want to scare me.
Number 62. Chris Pratt has never worn a t-shirt with Garfield's face on it. The most important thing for an actor who plays Garfield to do is to wear a t-shirt that has the likeness of Garfield the cat on it. This is crucial to understanding Garfield as a character, and as of now, I've never seen Chris Pratt do that. Number 73. Jim Davis and Chris Pratt are not friends anymore. We all know that Jim Davis and Chris Pratt aren't speaking to each other anymore after the two had an intense fallout after the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie. So why would they pick Chris Pratt to play Garfield the cat in the movie? It really doesn't make any sense. I'm sure Jim Davis will join me in boycotting fake Garfield movie. Number 84. Nickelodeon is stupid. Nickelodeon is the worst company I've ever seen. They make bad characters and dumb TV shows that nobody likes. For example, SpongeBob, Dora the Explorer, iCarly, Dexter's Lab, Rugrats, Drake and Josh, Jimmy Neutered, and even Henry Danger. Nobody likes any of these shows at all. We all know this.
And it worked. Okay, it's worked. I've been terrified. I feel like I haven't slept in a month or two. And I tried to help you! I'm sorry. I tried to help you. Okay, I tried.
Number 99. Chris Pratt has more fingers than Garfield. Let's look at Garfield's hand, shall we? 4 fingers. Interesting. Wait, how many fingers does Chris Pratt have on one hand? 5? Ridiculous. Number 100. I should be playing Garfield. I think I could do a really good job voice acting as our favorite lasagna-loving cat. Honestly, can you imagine how cool it would be if I, the biggest Garfield fan of all time, were to voice act as Garfield? That would be really cool. And those were 100 reasons why Chris Pratt should not be playing Garfield ever. Hope you guys enjoyed and agree with me that Chris Pratt is a mistake and must be taken care of. Join me soon for some more great Garfield content right here on the Plaidley channel.
I know I tried to run away. That didn't work. I know you're still upset about that. But, I think it's time to finally face the fact that you should leave. Please. Please. Don't torment me anymore. And please, don't hurt my wife. Don't hurt my cats. Don't hurt us.
Just kidding! This whole thing, it was an April Fool's prank! Oh man, I got you guys so good this year! I got you really good! You thought this was serious? No! He's just a doll! Just a funny doll! Oh man, you know, actually, this whole thing's a Rickroll. I got you again with the Rickroll, guys.
Please, just find someone else to haunt. Please. Don't hurt me anymore. Chris, there's my wife. Oh, behind the scenes, ooh, ooh. All right, now you gotta be quiet. Okay, shut up. She won't shut up. She's still talking.
Okay, okay.
Why are you still talking?
Okay.
Come on.
Stop.
This is important. This is important. This is the most important thing I've ever made. This is my magnum opus. Okay. Do you mind? Do you mind? She's over here doing this. All right, let me try that. You know, she just said take two, and she's the one who ruined it. She went like this.
I wasn't.
Uh-huh.
I forgot.
Yeah, you forgot.
Go ahead.
Sure you did. Okay. All right. What? I'm filming, buddy. Right now.
So canonically, how?
Now we need.
Did you just canonically set up your camera? Like, why were you filming going through the woods?
Shut up. So that's like I'm trying to.
You're like George Lucas, man. You're like a famous director. Like you look like a director right now, like doing this and wearing that jacket.
Yeah, I'm like, doll? Doll. Doll.
Doll?
George Lucas wants to be. Alright, now I'm actually gonna walk in.
Hope you guys enjoyed and agree with me that Chris Pratt was a mistake.